Nobody chooses pain. This is the first honest thing to say about it. Not that pain is good. Not that it is necessary in some cosmic sense. Not that you should be grateful for it. Nobody chooses it. It arrives without your permission, and stays longer than you wanted, and costs more than you were told it would. And the only thing that is true about it, that is also useful, is this. What you do inside the pain determines what you carry out of it. A tree in a storm sends its roots deeper, not because the tree has decided that deeper roots are a good idea, because the force trying to pull it up is the force that drives the roots further down. The storm does not know it is strengthening the tree. The tree does not know it is being strengthened. The strengthening happens regardless of intention, because it is the nature of resistance to deepen what it cannot uproot. Iron becomes steel under heat and pressure, not comfortably, not gradually, under a force that, without the right material and the right intention, would simply destroy. But iron that is meant to become steel cannot become it without the forge. The forge is not the enemy of the metal. The forge is the only place where the metal becomes what it was always capable of being. You cannot get steel from iron by leaving it alone. You can only get it by subjecting it to exactly the process it would never have chosen for itself. What pain feels like from the inside is not what it looks like from the outside. From the outside, from the distance of retrospect, from the comfort of a lesson already learned, pain looks like a process with a clear shape and a known end. From the inside, pain is simply the present moment, without shape, without a visible end, without any information about what it is building, because the thing it is building does not yet exist, and things that do not yet exist cannot be seen from where you are standing. When a muscle is trained, it tears, microscopically, at the fiber level. The work of getting stronger is the work of being damaged, and then repaired slightly stronger than before, so that the next time the same weight arrives, the muscle holds it differently. This is not metaphor. This is the biological mechanism of strength. And it applies not only to muscle, it applies to everything in a person that can be trained, including the parts that cannot be measured with a scale or seen in a mirror. A diamond is carbon under pressure, the same material as graphite, soft, unremarkable, easily marked. The only difference between them is what the carbon has been through. The pressure does not change what the carbon is made of. It changes what the carbon becomes. And the diamond does not know, during the millions of years of compression, that it is becoming a diamond. It only knows, in whatever way carbon knows anything, the pressure. The outcome comes later. The outcome always comes later. The pain is not optional. What you do with it is. Not in the way of toxic positivity that says you should be grateful for it, or that it is secretly a gift. In the way of the only real agency available inside something you did not choose, the agency of direction. You cannot always choose what hurts you. You can choose what you face while it does. And the facing, the specific, deliberate act of pointing yourself towards something beyond the pain, while the pain is still present, is the beginning of what the pain will eventually build. Inside the pain, The steps are small. This is not a failure of ambition. It is the honest reality of moving through something difficult. The steps are the size they need to continue without stopping. A single step taken during genuine pain is worth more than 100 steps taken in comfort. Because the single step required something, the 100 did not. It required moving while everything in you wanted to stop. And the capacity that builds, the specific muscular knowledge of continuing when continuing is hard, is the most transferable strength a person can develop. The pain does not end dramatically. It does not have a clear final moment that announces itself. It lightens gradually, the way winter lightens into spring, the way the sky lightens before dawn, so gradually that you are sometimes already in the lighter place, before you notice that the heavier place is behind you. And when you look back at it, at the weight of what you were carrying, you see, for the first time, what it made in you while it was making you carry it. What the pain built is not always what you expected. Sometimes it built patience, where impatience had been the whole of you. Sometimes it built empathy, the specific kind that can only come from having been in a place that required it. Sometimes it built a clarity about what matters that no comfortable season had ever produced. The power that comes after the pain is not always the power you were trying to develop. It is sometimes the power you most needed. And the two are not always the same thing. One of the things the pain builds that has nothing to do with your own life is the capacity to be useful to someone else who is still inside theirs. The person who has been through something and come out of it carries a specific form of understanding that books cannot teach and advice cannot approximate. They know what the inside of it feels like. They know that it ends, and they know